What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
Guys are from Free Love, man.
North side, south side, east side, west side. Perfect. It's the sauce ho, you know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Rary, what up Stitch. 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't this shit. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockets, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce ho, you know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide, shout out Wink, what up Tenny, what up Rary, what up Spitz. 10 toes down since the beginning. If I miss you, I ain't this shit. Call the sauce line if you got an issue. From the Rockets, the Stros, Texans, the Dynamo, Houston's #1 sports show, brought to you by Honcho. Perfect. North side, south side, east side, west side. It's the sauce ho, you know what the fuck it is. From the east to the west, gotta represent. From the north to the south, gotta represent. They try to steal the sauce, but they ain't got the fresh ingredients. I know the round table, the real round table. Anything else, bitch, that's just an imitation. Shout out Wide.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? What's going down? Now, first and foremost, to you, tried and true, Sauce Nation. I just got out the shower. Yeah, I gotta apologize. It's not sweat. It's not even that hot. It's humidity. Anyway, what's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? It's your boy Ed Honcho, man. It's super glad to see each and every one of you. Before I get into my rant, make sure y'all drop that Sauce Nation roll call. Shout out your side with pride. Shout out your hood block, avenue sack. What kind of sack you smoking on? Gonna have that Browns pack today. Your street cul-de-sac, boulevard, military ranking, hood set, whatever. However you get out, however you claim, however you run that game. You know, it's all good on this side. Ain't nothing but love. If you are from the greater Houston area. Now, if you're not from the greater Houston area, go fuck a duck. No, I'm just fucking with you. It's all love. You fucking with the Sauce, man. The Sauce fuck with you. I don't care if you're not even a Texans fan, man. Right? Whoever you rock with, it's nothing but love. So again, I'm your host, Ed Honcho. I appreciate everybody being here. What is it? Christmas Eve today. We're gonna get some early gifts today. I hope y'all ready. We're gonna get some early presents today. If y'all don't know, just stay tuned. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you how. But again, my apologies for the last couple of days. I wasn't available. Just had to take care of some stuff. Just had to decompress. I got myself work from home and I stream and do all that shit in the same kind of little area. And after a while, you spend so many hours in that shit gets frustrating. Couple of things. Today, right? Today, I'm gonna do this. Everyone who blesses the Cash App, the PayPal, or the Venmo, Honcho NT right there. I'm gonna have something. I'm gonna return a beautiful favor, right? So we're gonna do a Christmas white elephant exchange, if you will, right? So make sure you do that. Make sure you're following all the proper social medias up here in the corner: South Sports HTX, Instagram, and X. Here, I've got to do the camera, all that shit right there. Those of you who want to be a part of the Discord, I'm telling you, I would say hold off because I'm going to change some stuff up at the new year. I'm going to kind of change it up. I think I'm going to move it from the Patreon to something else, but we'll get into that. Other than that, let me get a towel, wipe my face, and we finna talk some shit. Like, I hope y'all ready. We finna talk some fucking shit because, one, fuck the Cleveland Browns, right? Fuck Myles Garrett. Fuck Joe Flacco. Fuck any and everybody who got the color brown on today. And for the rest of the day, fuck Trill, because you considered, at one point, you legitimately considered being a Browns fan. So shame on you. Shame on you. I'm wagging my finger. Shame on Trill. But we're going to talk about what the Texans are going to need to do today to really come out successful. We're going to talk about what needs to go down and how the Texans are going to come out on top. As long as Case is at the helm, like, hey, baby, Cowboy Case, Killer Keenum, murder was the case. We're going to get into it. So give me 1 second. Let me get unsweaty at it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Hope y'all got y'all pregame and supplies and everything ready. We're gonna be in a Discord talking shit. So shout out to everybody who's a part of that. Give me just one moment. I did. Just get properly prepared here, just so I can talk big shit with y'all. Y'all just give me one moment. Grief. Go Texans. Peace. So I had to test it out. Now I'm ready, baby. So let's get into it. Wait, what's the motherfucking deal? Power. Professor Trill, T.A. Trill, if you will. Lambo Man, Eastside Hero. Roman, what's the motherfucking deal? Hector, watch the Dynamo Flores, what's the motherfucking deal? Trap Squad. Man, let me see. J Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Darren Davis, D Davis on my side, what's the motherfucking deal? Charles Montgomery, repping the slum, baby. Hey, look, baby. I got the Jordan face. Look, I got the Jordan face, the little crying Jordan face. God, that motherfucker hit me in the chest. Johnny Hooker, what's the motherfucking deal? Oh, what's the shirt? Oh, yeah, this is what we doing today, baby. We finna get real grinchy today, baby. It's getting real grinchy on Christmas Eve with the Texans today, baby. You're not coming to Houston with that nonsense. Not today, baby. Not today. D'Angelo, Sour Diesel, what's the motherfucking deal? So Leeds, J Boogie, Trinity Guards in the building. 5100, shout out to Wink. Already. Hey, yeah, make sure I hit that like button. Pay Q 713, what's the motherfucking deal? Kool-Aid High, what's the motherfucking deal? Prime Time, what's the motherfucking deal? King Josh, what's the motherfucking deal? All right, baby, let's get it. Right. So, as much as I talk about Case being a case, like we got to be a little bit realistic. No, we don't, because y'all was listening to motherfuckers be realistic last week, and realistic expectations don't get you wins in critical situations, right? Right now, the odds are still against us, but we got a couple of things working in our favor that we did not have last week. But we're also facing a team that's a better team than the team we faced last week. So we're going to need all the advantages that we can get out of this shit, right? So, first and foremost, I think it's obvious. I think we all know. I think we're all aware that this is gonna be a game. As you can see, the gentleman behind me. This is gonna be a game where we're gonna have to rely heavily on his legs. right? Because I think that's going to be the best case, no pun intended, for success with the Texans, right? So it's a situation where, although Case will be the guy taking the snaps, I think the running game is going to be the most critical factor of this game today. Not only the running game, I say being able to manage the clock, but I think the defense is going to have a bigger impact. For us to have success, the defense will have to have a bigger impact this game, right? Because you're talking about a guy in Buddy Lee versus a guy in Joe Flacco, right? And we know Joe Flacco's old. Excuse me. We know Joe Flacco's not the Matt Schaub he used to be, but still veteran. The knowledge that's there, you have to respect that, right? Again, the guy who's going to turn the ball over, and I think the Texans have a defense that can capitalize on those turnovers. We're going to need a score from the defense today. I feel like for us to have success in this game, the defense is either going to have to score or get a turnover that's going to put us in extremely good field position, right? Because I just don't know, honestly. Right, even with Nico back, and I think this is a game we're going to get a chance to see if Nico is really that number one. Like some people want to say, like some people a couple of weeks ago saying Nico's a top 10 guy, he's got top 10 numbers. Well, this is the chance we get to find out if Nico is really a top 10 receiver or if CJ Stroud made Nico look better than he may really be, right? And either way, I'm not taking anything away from Nico and what he's done this season and what he's accomplished. But I think that this is a game that may allow us to have that conversation, right? And I'd rather see Case throwing the ball in that case than Davis Mills, right? Shared a little clip or whatever from practice. I've got what it was. I shared it on Twitter. And you see Davis Mills overthrowing the ball in practice, right? No pressure. Nobody's really rushed him. Might have been a guy with a little pad thing. I can't remember. But it wasn't a real pressure. And he's overthrowing the ball. Like I get where people feel Mills, right? Well, he's, it sounds good on paper, right? Certain things sound good on paper, right? But it's just a situation when you look at it, in your heart of hearts, if you're a gamer, if you never stepped on the field, if you've ever played, like, who would I want to go to war with? Who would I want to die with, right? But this isn't a game where it's just the Titans where we can just say Case is going to be that guy. It's going to take a flawless game from the Texans, I feel like, just because of how shorthanded we are. We still don't have Will Anderson. As a matter of fact, let me pull up the depth chart. We got so many names still out that I can't even recall who all is available, who's not, right? Still got Will Anderson, Blake Cashman. Those are two huge pieces on the D. Blake Cashman, to me, and y'all can feel how you want to feel about it, I feel like Blake Cashman might be a bigger piece that's missing right now than Blake Cashman's going to be a bigger piece than missing piece than Will Anderson, right? Because you're getting production from Gennard, you're getting production from other guys. But I think of that linebacker spot is where we're having some weakness. 22 likes, 23 haters. I mean, that's cool. We appreciate the haters in the sauce. It's all good. Who else is out? Of course, CJ's out. And I know that Malik, Nico, and Perryman were questionable. I'm assuming they're all going to play. I have not, like I said, I've been out the last couple of days, so I have not been on top of everything. But again, like I said, this is going to be a game where I think that we are going to have some weakness in the linebacker position, the coverage. And Trill is already on terrible stuff. Appreciate the super sauce, super chat love. Trill is already hitting the Browns pipe. And that ain't crack in the Browns pipe. That's that Jenkum. Y'all know what that Jenkum is. Browns fans smoke Jenkum, right? Brown like the Browns. So here's the thing. No, they both out yet. Cashman and Will. But again, yeah, Big Nico gonna have to step up. Big Nico gonna have to be a real Big Nico today, right? Like he's gonna have to step up and show that he is the guy that a lot of people want to say. Like I want to say Nico's a top 10 guy. I want to be able to say, yeah, we got a top 10 receiver, that we're not desperate for a number one next year. But again, show me this without CJ. Show me that Nico is really elevated. Show me that Nico's a big dog, right? Because a big dog can play with we've had big dogs on the Texans before, right? Real big dogs. Like big dog. So you're talking about Andre. Andre can play with anybody. Andre made anybody look good. You're talking about Hop. Hop made anybody look good except for Osweiler, right? So again, it's a situation where if Nico is really what people are trying to say Nico is, and I get it. I understand the Houston hype. I understand the Texas fan hype. I get it. I get it. But Nico, this is a chance for him to prove it, right? Coming back from the injury, I know people, I don't want to hear no excuse. Oh, he was injured. Oh, I don't want to hear none of that. None of that. Nico has to, like, again, big-time players make big-time plays. And this is a game where the Texans are shorthanded. And we're going to need to see Nico step it up, right? Nico's going to have to make some contested catches today. It's not going to be as clean as what he's seen from CJ. It's not going to be, the timing is not going to be what he's seen from CJ, right? That connection is going to be a little bit different. If he is that big dog, like a lot of people want to give him credit to, we'll have to see. What's the motherfucking deal, Smith? The Trill is absolutely not keeping the Trill, but it is what it is. So defensively, I feel like this is going to be a game where the defense is going to have to win the Texas game. I don't expect it to be super high scoring. I don't think Cleveland's going to put numbers up on the Texans like that. But I am concerned with what I saw last week. But again, no Nico. Nico, big body. We're going to see him in the red zone. I need those threes from last week to be sevens this week, right? Because it's not a problem about being able to move the ball down the field. I think the Texans will be able to move the ball. I don't know how consistently, but on those opportunities where they do get in the red zone, they're going to have to capitalize. Like, I don't think it's not going to be the same situation as Cashman is out. It's not going to be the same situation as last week, right? The Titans are the Titans. They are who they are. And the Browns are the Browns. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But it's a situation where, again, they're a slightly more polished team. And again, you're talking about a veteran guy in Flacco over a guy like Will Levis, right? So all I'm saying is this. When I mark my motherfucking words, because they may not be heavily offensive today. Because again, it's going to be a game where points may be at a premium today, right? And hash out YT, what's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to Sauce Nation, the freshest ingredient in the sauce. And again, and I know people are talking about Myles Garrett being injured or whatever. Look, Myles Garrett is a force. He is a threat. He is a problem. So the Texans are gonna have to get the ball out of Case's hands quick. They ain't gonna have no time to play around. Like, it's gonna be a situation. It's gonna be a situation where they're gonna have to get that running game established early. They're gonna have to run the ball often, and you cannot allow, because again, a guy like Myles Garrett is a guy that can create havoc, right? We can't allow for that early game turnover, right? Especially a turnover turning into 6. I don't really have a real concern with y'all gotta pardon me, that shit hit me in the chest. I don't have a real concern with their offense. I know Amari, I know all that. I get all that. I feel like the Texas defensive side, like again, Nelson gonna have to step it up today. Stingley, I saw something the other day about Stingley talking about he don't know how to talk shit. Stingley better learn how to. Stingley need to watch the fucking sauce. I keep putting that over. We already had the Jays conversation here, right? And if you ain't dropped your 3 favorite Jays, go ahead and drop that. If you missed the last stream, I saw some people dropping in the comments. But this is gonna be a game where I'm gonna need Stingley to talk some cash shit. I'm gonna need to see the return of the Stings, right? I'm gonna need turnovers. I mean, this is not a game where it's not a game where the Texans can afford to let Cleveland have the ball for very long, right? We need to have the ball as much as we can because, again, as many opportunities as we can. And I mean, that's going to be caused by turnovers because the thing is, I like Nico, right? I do think Nico's a CJ product. I don't think offensively we're going to move as well as we were able to on Titans. And so we're going to need every opportunity that we get. So we're not going to be able to, like, again, big plays. Hey, as long as you ain't making catches, that's great. But we need to turn those passes defensed. That's the word I was looking for. Those passes defensed into interceptions, right? You know what I'm saying? Njoku going to be a problem, right? Njoku going to be a problem. Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. This is a situation where we can't afford to let them have the ball because, you know, especially with tight ends, Texans have this ongoing issue. That might be the only thing that's carried over from old regimes. Appreciate J Mel with the super sauce and super chat love. That might be the only thing that's carried over from old regimes with this Texas squad that we have seen on occasion tight ends be able to kind of get off, right? So in a situation like that, we cannot afford to let them hold the ball very long, right? And then you got guys who can make plays, right? You have guys that can make plays. You have to respect Amari for what he once was. The Texans have been known to let guys kind of, you know, sometimes. Marquise Goodwin, you got to respect who he was at one point, you know. And then again, you got a couple of running backs who can do a little bit of damage. I'm not so worried about the run game. I know what it's especially picking up old buddy from the Titans. I want to see how he pans out, Tart. So it's a lot of questions that will be answered about this Texans team, right? How much of it is really that the Texans are a formidable opponent even without CJ, right? And then how much of it is the Titans were really just that garbage? And I mean, the Titans are garbage regardless. Like, I feel like they're trash no matter what, right? I mean, it is what it is. Right? And Ward, look, I want to talk about Ward. I tell y'all the 7-1-3, we missing the 3. We missing the 7, so all we got is the 1, right? And last time we saw the 1, it didn't look so good, right? Last time we saw the 1, it didn't. I thought that man might have been done. Oh, it might have been over for the season for him. The way he was getting carried off the field, you know, not wishing no harm on him. But this is true. We're going to have to see the 1. Ward's going to have to step up. He's going to have to make big plays. I would like to see... I don't know. And I kind of, we got to get tired of saying it at this point, right? I think it's kind of we're kind of beating a dead horse at this point in the season when we're talking about Petrie. And Petrie coming alive and being the Petrie of old, right? Excuse me. I had tea for breakfast, and it's going to be tequila for game time. So I hope y'all got y'all drinks and y'all's beverages ready, right? Because I'm about to get loaded. That's to say, yeah, it's a next man up, but it's not even a next man up thing. It's the current man now, right? It's like the current man, and that you got to play your best game. We need A1 games for across the board, right? Because we're in a spot with all the injuries, with all the defensive is especially decimated, but still having a lot of talent. Like there's no room for error, right? And I know we've traditionally been this bend but don't break, and that's cool. But I would like to not bend at all. I think the Texas defense needs to play stuff. And here's the thing. It's not like we're more than capable of shutting out the Browns. And you may say, we're more than capable of shutting out the Browns, right? But it's a situation where this is complementary football has to be played, right? Because if the defense is on the field too long, doesn't matter who, no matter what, eventually you're going to get worn down, you're going to get tired, right? And I think when fresh, when healthy, our defense is able to make plays. But they have to do 2 things. 1, they have to get off the field themselves. So 3 and outs are essential. But 2, offensively, we have to be able to control the ball. That's going to come with the running game. That's going to be getting the ball out of Case's hands quickly. That's going to have to be Big Nico making big plays. Again, if he's going to prove that he's that number 1 guy, then we're going to have to see it. Like, we have to see a big, like, today is Nico's, I won't say his biggest game, right? Like, I won't say it's the most important game of his career. But I think this is a game that determines what you pay Nico in the future, right? Like, so I feel like that this is a game that determines what you can, what you'll be asking for when it comes time to extend that contract, right? Because you can say, well, what did you do without CJ and what did you do with CJ? There goes Trill. Trill, I've never seen such a hating ass nigga from PA. That's why I say Trill is from Port Neches. No, I know a lot of niggas from Port Arthur. Ain't none of them haters like Trill. None of them haters like Trill. Y'all hit that like button. Right? No, for the Browns, shit, let me see. Thornhill, Walker, and some old foreign names I can't even pronounce that don't even matter. Give me the part of my mind. Anyway, so the thing about it is the Texans are going to win this game, right? Because I talked about being a team of destiny, and I talked about, this team being maybe a little bit better than I thought they were. I mean, I told you I don't care about the playoffs. House money honcho. That's the shit I've been on all season. You get more wins than last season. At this point, you're ahead of the game. You got a rookie coach, rookie everything, right? And you're still having that success, and this is a foundation to build on. But then I saw what happened last week, and that showed me a bunch of guys who are not playing just to play, just say, hey, good game. Hey, we played better than last year. What I saw last week was a bunch of guys coming out there to win, right? A bunch of guys coming out there that have something on their mind this season to make a name for the Texans this season, right? And it's not because of the Titans. I know we can talk about the fucking outfit. I don't want the uniforms anymore. So I know people still we need, man, fuck them. Fuck what Pat McAfee talking about. I know JJ, we don't want them whole ass uniforms. Ricky D called in the other day and made a great point, right? So I don't even want the Titans uniform. I don't want to play the divisional game for them. Amy Adams can wash her ass with the motherfuckers for all I give a fuck. She can just wash her ass, period. Because anyway. So my whole strunk looked like she stunk. Anyway, fuck them jerseys at this point. I understand how much of a part of the history were. I understand the oil derricks and shit. I even have oil in Tennessee. Anyway. It's just at this point, man, them jerseys are cursed. Them jerseys are not for winners. They look good, but them jerseys are all show and no go at this point. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the Texans, it's a Houston thing, but it was never a Texans thing, right? So it is what it is. The Texans just need to Oh, Nico got to put up a burger. Shout out to the Wise, man. Tipsy would disapprove with Trill and Banner for PA. You feel me? Tell us the truth, Trill. Tell us the truth. Do you have on a Browns jersey right now? I need to know. I need to fucking know. Shout out to J Bell. But yeah, man. So like I said, it's a situation where fuck them jerseys. Fuck them. At this point, let's stop talking about them, right? This is the last I'm gonna speak on them, right? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, bet that. So here's the thing, right? You got on a Big Pun t-shirt. Actually, shout out to you for that. I'll give you a E for effort on that one. But here's the thing. Let's move forward. We're talking about today, though. We're talking about the Texans. We're talking about the Browns. And we're talking about a situation where, again, the Texans have to come out. We cannot afford any air. We cannot. And honestly, this is not even on the players. So I think the players are going to do this. This is going to be it's definitely going to be a coaching game, right? A game. I'm trying to figure out why. What the fuck? I got sinuses and shit. I've been fired all morning. I'm all runny nose and snotty nose and shit. Hold on, I don't want y'all to hear this shit. This shit gonna sound nasty. Give me a second. My bad. I didn't want y'all to hear that shit was disgusting. All right. I don't know what the fuck going on. But anyway, so like I said, this is a game where we're going to have to see the Texans. Actually, I got no shit on my face right there. This is a game, man, where the Texans cannot afford mistakes. The coaching staff, right, is going to have this game. They'll have to have this team prepared to play. There's no excuses. There's no, these guys came out flat. There's none of that. Everything is on the line, right? Because we're eagerly awaiting the return of CJ. And we're talking about how good of a team is this that can bridge that gap. Because true playoff teams, true Super Bowl contender teams, and I'm not talking about this, I'm not saying the Texans are a Super Bowl contender, right? But I feel like when healthy on any given day, the Texans can bang with anybody. Like with anybody in the league, I don't care who you talk about. When healthy and they're playing their A1 game, and again, we're talking with CJ Stroud, we're talking Brickva in the house. Shout out to King Josh. Appreciate the super chat love. Say CJ for offensive rookie of the hell. They talking about Puka deserves. Man, like I'm telling y'all. And honestly, y'all want to get really real about it. Y'all want to get really real about it. Let Puka win it. Let him have it. Like let Puka win offensive rookie of the year. I don't want CJ to win. I don't want CJ to get offensive rookie of the year. Right? And y'all don't sound like Honcho. You sound like Trill right now. You're hating like Trill. No, I don't want to, because rookie of the year is it's a one-time award, right? It's like you only got one shot to get it. Merry Christmas to you all. Jingle bells. You only got one shot to get it. And I want CJ to remember how he got hoed. How he got hoed because of a dirty ass hit. After he was going to break every record in the fucking book, and he still might come back and do it. We're talking about he going to come back and play. He might put 600 yards up on the fucking Titans. Right? Like, come on. Y'all saw how ass the Titans. Imagine CJ would have been out there against that Titans defense. And you telling me CJ wouldn't have put 4? You telling me CJ wouldn't have hung 4 on the Titans easy? Right? You telling me that CJ wouldn't have hung 4 on the Titans? Come on. Yeah, that's what it is. As soon as Trill start talking that shit, start getting sick, sneezing and shit. Here's the thing. I want him to miss out because I want him to be one of, because I feel like he's got that Michael Jordan, Tom Brady energy. That oh, you slighted me? Oh, you played me? Okay, you're going to pay for this shit. You're going to pay for this shit every time you fucking see me. I don't want him to win offensive rookie of the year. I want it to be close. I want to be so close. And oh shit, hey, when's the last you can do the Pro Bowl bet? Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Look, if you got the pipe, hit the pipes. See, Trill is a hater. Trill just want to be able to say, see, I told y'all. I rode with the Booty Warrior. We in the playoffs. I wouldn't want a Booty Warrior playoff, right? You can keep your dirty wormhole warrior playoff bound. And you want to play out with the nigga who ain't even contribute to the team. No, you supported. We 84 deep. 84 is the greatest number. You supported a nigga who ain't even supporting his own damn team. You root for the team harder that he abandoned us to go to because he's an old Hollywood hoe, right? He's an old Hollywood hoe, and fucking they're doing better without him than they were with it, right? So, right. You say Trap Sting and Peach are getting one today. Okay, they discussing. They talking about it right now. How they finna set old man Flacco. We gonna show this nigga some shit he ain't never seen. But no bullshit though. I don't want CJ to win Rookie of the Year because if he does, I'm not saying it's gonna make him big headed. I'm not gonna say any of that. But again, he's got that energy, right? He's got that you sliding me type shit. I got you, right? Remember, y'all clown me because of the S2 test. Okay, I got you. Y'all clown me. Y'all said that Bryce was better. Okay, I got you. Y'all clown me because I went to Ohio State. Okay, I got you. And he said all this shit and he did nothing but prove himself, right? So I want that to be the motivate. Like, I want that to be the shit going into the next season where you say, okay, well, bet, bitch, you ain't gonna give me the fucking, you was talking about me for MVP as a rookie. You was talking about me for offensive rookie. I don't want him to win none of it. And I want him to go so hard this fucking offseason that he comes back and he gets the MVP in his second year, right? That he does everything and he's like, and I'm not saying he's not gonna do that already, right? But it's always good to throw another log on the fire. Y'all know nothing about that. If you know where that's from, holla at your boy. If you really Trill, holla at your boy. So here's the deal, right? Right? And so you can't deny Tom's great. You care if he is a system Q. So again, Trill trash talk. That Trill ain't talking trash. Trill talking garbage over there. The Browns. I can't believe you. You know what? I was supposed to link up with my boy Unger and give y'all some extra sauce, but it was just a little timing issue. So shout out to Unger. But the Browns ain't winning shit today, right? I told you, we getting grinchy. We finna get real grinchy today. You know what I'm saying? We finna be the Texans that stole Christmas from the Browns. And we're gonna do that with takeaways, right? So, again, I told you, everybody today, everybody who blessed the Cash App, the PayPal, and the Venmo at Honcho Aint, I got some special love for y'all, right? So make sure you do that, right? Shit, I want a Christmas present too. I want a Texans victory. I want to see everybody who's gonna be at the game next week, right? If you're gonna be at the Titans game, drop a thumbs up in the chat, right? If you're gonna be at the Texas Titan game, if you're in the sauce, if you round table, whoever you're in here, and you're gonna be at the Texas Titan game, make sure you drop a chat. We're gonna see how deep we're gonna be for that next week, because that'll be the return of CJ, right? And we already know we're gonna beat the brakes off the fucking Titans. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna drop my thumbs up. Oh man, to get to the Discord link, you gotta go through the Patreon. But holla at your boy, because like I'm finna change it up. So, because here's the thing, right? Yeah, it's your fucking fault, Heidi, that they lost. It's your fucking fault that the Texans lost to the Jets. Like, we were doing fine until Heidi shows up at a game. Bam. Bam. They fucking lose. I told y'all. Y'all thought I was lying about that. I told y'all Heidi went to the game and fucked it all up for us. Right? Like, Heidi's like the worst. Texans like, you know why we're going to beat the Titans? Because, like, every game I go to, we win. Right? Like, so far, every Houston, you know what, damn. I got to try to make it to a Rockets game before the year's over with. Because that's the only thing I hadn't done this year. But every game I've been to this year has been a win. They have not lost. The Dynamo game I went to was a draw, right? But we go to Texas game, it's always been a victory. There's going to be a victory this week. Or not. There's going to be a victory today, but there's going to be a victory next week too. But, yeah, terrible. Exactly. Heidi is digging with using Heidi's AI. But, oh no. We're gonna get to mark my motherfucking words in just a minute. We're 105 deep. How many likes we got? I don't even be looking at the like things. I just assume the majority at this point is haters and sauce stealers. And then every time I mention the sauce stealers, you see the numbers start dropping. Oh shit! And then you hear about a topic we talked about on the radio the next day. Anyway, couple of things that's gonna happen. Again, this is gonna be a big game, a big game from. I can't think of my man's name right now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, because the nigga ain't got no dreads. I don't know how much I really trust him. But I fuck with Devin Singletary, right? I fuck with Singletary. I'm talking shit. But it's gonna be a big game from Singletary. Somebody mentioned in the sauce, I want to say it was Big B, maybe. And I might be incorrect. But in the Discord, they were talking about, I would like to see more of Singletary in the passing game, right? Like, I would like to see if you can, just find ways to put the ball in his hands. Because in my opinion, as of late, he's probably been the Texans' most consistent offensive player. I mean, through the last, 4 or 5 games or so, right? He's the guy that's getting you the yards, whether it's, in the way he's running, right? But you got people comparing him to Texans greats, right? And he's been running like that. And I want to see DP. I fuck with DP, right? I got a question for you. Because I know I kind of random. I saw something the other day, and I retweeted on my other account. What do y'all consider the South? Like, which states? Just drop that in the chat. What all states in the United States of America? Which states do you consider the South? Because there's an argument going on about this, right? And I find it really weird, right? Because I can see people's different perspectives on Texas, and we'll get into that. But which states do you consider the South, right? You say? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I put it right here. There you go. Appreciate that, Wayne. I'll pin it right here. Yeah, all you gotta do is pick I got 5 on it. And then like I say, and I'm trying to give y'all a hint. I'm trying to show y'all some love. Everybody who blessed the Cash App, the Venmo, or the PayPal at honcho ENT, pin that for you. I got some love for y'all, right? We're gonna do something real nice because there's gonna be some big changes. I don't know how many likes we got. I don't know where we at. Because I got the new sauce ready. I got the whole new sauce look at everything pretty much ready. Got just a whole new everything. But I said I wasn't gonna drop it till the 1st. Right? I said I wasn't gonna drop it till the 1st. But 2 things. We get the win today. But when we get the win today. When we get the win today, and depend on how blessed we get on the other situation, I may go ahead and drop the new sauce today, right? Might go ahead and drop it. I think Spencer's going to do his post game immediately after, and we'll be live with the sauce line after that. And And so it's very, again, right? 53 likes, 97 deep. Yeah, this is South. Hey, baby, the South's been feeding haters for a long time. But I was asked, what do you think is the South, right? Because a very interesting argument about that, and I'm gonna get back to my point because I'm talking about Damian Pierce. I saw somebody post something, and they said the South was only like Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama, right? And cool. They left out Texas and Florida. If that's the case, the South is the corniest shit you've ever want to be a part of, right? The most ignorant, unintelligent, lamest shit you've ever want. And I'm not saying that to hate on my Louisiana folks, but in combination with, Mississippi, Georgia, and all, like, come on, ain't nothing coming out the motherfuckers now. Like, Georgia ain't never had nothing original ever. Georgia is the, we talk about culture vultures of the South. Georgia is the culture vulture of the South. Like, there's nothing original coming out of Georgia, Atlanta, none of that shit. All that shit was either stolen from Tennessee, they stole it from Texas, they stole shit from Louisiana. There's nothing original, you know what I'm saying? My thing is this, and I can see where people, like some people say, oh, Texas is the Midwest. Like, Dallas people are Midwest Texas because they talk like people from St. Louis and Chicago and all that weird shit. Down here, like, that's why I say you got to look at Texas. Texas is different, right? You got Oklahoma, Texas, and you got Louisiana, Texas. Oklahoma, Texas is like Dallas and the weirdos up 45. Louisiana, Texas is everything. I'd almost say just South Texas, right? South Texas, Southeast Texas. And then there's like a point where West Texas is a whole different other thing. But yeah, it's a whole different. All right, that's a bet. Shout out to Wise Man. Shit, let me actually open up my shit. I guess that helps, right? So, like I said, we got new sauce. We got all that stuff. Shout out to the Wise Man. Appreciate the love. Oh, okay. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot I got two different ones. So y'all pardon me. But let's start getting into it because it is almost about to be that time, right? So we're going to have some mark my motherfucking words. If you don't know what mark my motherfucking words is, it's a bold prediction, right? You got to put your name on it. You got to go out. You got to say what player is going to go out and have a run today. Which player is going to go have a big game today, right? And you got to put, it can't be like a pedestrian ass stat line. It can't be some old, I think Case is going to throw for 212 yards, one touchdown and one interception. That's not nothing. That's corny. That's lame. Like, put your name on it, right? Like, come on, like, you got to, Big Nico, right? Y'all talking about what it's going to take for Big Nico to have, Big Nico's going to have, for Big Nico to have a big game to me today, Big Nico's going to have 115 plus. I'll take one, but I think he needs 2 TDs, right? Like, to me, for me to prove that Big Nico is a number one guy, right? Because you still got Brown, you still got Schultz, and you have to respect those guys, right? You still have to respect the running game. Like, even with all the rest of the talent, Big Nico's going to have to put up 115, really, and 2 touchdowns to me. For me to say that, okay, he's a number one guy without, or put up a $150 and a touchdown, right? I hate Heidi. I hate West Texas, pretty much Mexico. I agree with that. I like Mexico. Like I tell you, I eat migas with my amigos. So go ahead and drop those mark my motherfucking words to get those bold predictions. My phone updated today and did the dumbest shit. Like, I guess the UI or whatever updated, and then it like knocked me off my whole fucking network. And it's like, oh, you don't even have service. Like, I'm like, God damn, I know I paid my bill. I think I paid my bill. And I had to call in and do that stupid shit. But let's get some mark my hashtag. Mark my motherfucking words. MMMFW. Oh shit. Shout out to Eastside Hero. Shout out to J Bell. Say for the TA from the PA is a hating ass nigga. Hey man, I'm trying to tell you. And shout out to the hater, the TA for the hateration donation. I'm with that. So I appreciate the love. So let's talk about it. To me, mark my motherfucking words. Now, is Big Nico a number one receiver? Is Big Nico that dude? Is Big Nico that guy? Right? Today we find out. And I'm going to go out and mark my motherfucking words. I'm going to put a stamp on Big Nico today. I'm going to put a stamp on Big Nico today. Big motherfucking Nico going to show up today. Big MF Nico, right? Big motherfucking Nico going to show up today. Not just Big Nico, big motherfucking Nico, right? Big Nico going to drop $160. $160 and 2 touchdowns today. Big Nico dropping $160 and 2 touchdowns today, right? Mark my motherfucking words. Case Keenum. Let me write this shit down before I start forgetting, right? Case Keenum will throw. And I know y'all gonna say this ain't too mark my motherfucking words, honcho, but this is for Case. You know, Case got to, Case had him a pack of Milwaukee's best before the game. You know what I'm saying? He good and loose. You know what I'm saying? He did him a little yoga. He went deer hunting. Killed him I don't even know how you rate the buck. He killed him a 10-point buck, right? He ready to fuck some shit up. I got to get good at right. Hold on. Big Nico gonna have him $160, 2 touchdowns. Case Keenum gonna throw 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Case Keenum gonna hang 375 yards up on his defense. You're like, how the fuck is he gonna do it? How is he gonna do it, honcho? Because Myles Garrett's gonna get hurt in the first quarter. I'm not wishing injury on anybody, right? But he's too swole. He's gonna pop a fucking muscle. He's gonna pop a bicep, right? He's gonna be out for the rest of the game because Tunsil gonna handle his bitch ass. Get your bitch ass on the ground. And Tunsil gonna slap that nigga. And punch him in the face. Trent Williams style. He gonna hold that nigga. But, if I've been drinking to 11, that's when it's time for me to retire. But no, I'll bullshit to the side though. I do believe Case gonna put up 300, 375, 3 touchdowns. He's gonna throw 1 interception today, but it's not gonna be his fault. It's gonna be a tip pass, gonna be intercepted. I'm talking about honcho. Are you expecting the Texans to put up 500 yards of offense? Well, what do you mean? Nico's gonna have half of Case's yards, right? Singletary gonna put up $112, right? It's not gonna be the greatest Singletary game. He's gonna put up $112, right? But he's gonna put up 2 touchdowns. That third touchdown that Case has, the 2 that he got going to Nico, the 3rd touchdown he has going to Singletary, right? And the Singletary gonna run 1 in. Okay. Unger! What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to Unger, big Cleveland fan. Myles ain't got a sack since week 11. Fuck Myles. I'd rather have Grenard anyway, right? We're gonna have to get ready to cash some checks on Grenard. But again, so let me get my totality. Let me get my numbers together. Stingley is gonna come down. Here's my mark my motherfucking words. And you're gonna be like, oh, this is not outrageous. This is gonna be outrageous because of the season that's been going on. Petrie will have a pick today, right? And return that motherfucker for 32 yards, right? And this is going to be the play that gets the momentum going for the Texans to whoop the Cleveland Browns ass. And I know you're like, Hunter, you're definitely hitting the pipe, right? Grenard over Garrett. Right? But Grenard over Garrett. Right now, I'll take him. Who got more sacks in the last few weeks? Right? Best ability is availability. Right? It's all good, Unger. Hey, we'll make something shake. Hopefully we'll we'll be able to make it happen. That's my fault. Like I say, it was kind of last minute on my situation changed up, so it's all good. So again, you say Collins and Rankins combined for 3.5 sacks between them. I don't want no low score. Honestly, I do feel like it's gonna be a low scoring game, but I gotta get hyped. Goddamn, look, I can't be going to this motherfucker on some. It's It's gonna be a 9-6. Y'all like, fuck that, bro. Look, I'm not with that shit. Like, I believe in these motherfuckers. Like, kicks the game when it. Here's the thing. My boy Kaimi got to eat. You know what I'm saying? I already gave y'all 28. Then I gave you 2. Case responsible for 3. Singletary got 2, 1 catching, one receiving, 1 rushing. I'm gonna give my boy Kaimi 2 kicks, right? I'm gonna give him 2 kicks because we gonna see more touchdowns than fucking field goals today, hopefully, right? But Kaimi won't miss today. Kaimi's gonna be connected, right? Score prediction, yeah, score prediction. I'm trying to calculate my numbers. You know, I've been throwing a bunch of numbers. We're 111 deep. How many? I'm probably more than half haters. If you ain't no hater, hit that like button. I'm about to get ready to drop them score predictions in the chat because y'all know about 5 minutes beforehand. I got to get my snacks and shit together. Here's the deal, right? Same people in here talking about the Browns. The same people talking about the Titans gonna run through us with Will, generic Levi's, Buddy Lee, whatever. Now, do I feel like it's really gonna be as high as I'm predicting? No, it's probably gonna come out. If I'm gonna be realistic, honcho, let's be realistic. Y'all so boring. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy the shit. I feel like this game's gonna come out to be my score prediction. Ain't my mark my motherfucking words. This is gonna be 34-10, Houston Texans. Right. Fuck old Raggedy Flacco. The Browns are going to go back to the basement where they belong, right? They're going to get all the sins of the season for picking up that fin hole for Nagler. You know, they're going to get that Hollywood hoe, right? The nigga who can't even. That nigga's a hoe, bro. Like, I'll try my best not to even start going in on Deshaun this game. That nigga's a hoe, boy. That nigga's a hoe. And straight up, like, and I'm mad I ever rooted for that old bitch ass nigga. Like, on some real shit. Look, no frail ass, but that nigga, he will never be the same. Overpaid, underplayed. Fuck that dude. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Right? Fuck that bitch ass nigga. That's the reason he ain't that hurt. He just ain't what he was hoping. Like he had to stick to it. Now he's not that hurt. He has fake injuries like Trevor Lawrence, right? That nigga's not that hurt. That motherfucker just want to. He was afraid to have to face CJ and the Texans was gonna come whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm rocking. Oh, Heidi, you're a terrible person. You went from a finger to a fist. You're disgusting. Yeah, I said what I said. I said 30. I said 34, right? So I said I got 4 total. So I said Casey's gonna throw 3. 2 of those are gonna be for Nico. 1 of those is gonna be for Singletary. Singletary's gonna rush 1. That's the 28. And I gave what's his name 2 field goals. So defensively, Stingley has 2 picks, right? Old man Flacco's gonna throw 3 interceptions again this game, right? I'm going to give Grenard 2 sacks, and I'm going to give. Oh, you said 37. Okay. No, we just fuck them, bro. We just gonna ball. Like, here's the thing. I got to get my snacks and shit ready. I got to get ready for the Discord. You know, we rocking in the game. Watch the game in the Discord. Oh, terrible. Go to a Browns game, Heidi. Just not this one. But with that being said, first shout out to Sauce Nation. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Like I said, I think Spitz will have his live immediately after the game. Then we'll be live with the Sauce line after the game. We're going to talk about it. Again, we're getting grinchy today, right? We're getting real grinchy. Today. The point's going to be at a premium for the fucking Browns, right? We're snatching everything. Anything Flacco put in the air is coming down to the Texans' hands, right? Old man Flacco ain't got it. He's just trying to collect another paycheck. He had to get up off the couch. I say it's going to be like, man, like, yeah, and that was my whole shit, right? Because y'all remember we talked about that in the Sauce first before everybody, then it became a whole topic. How that whole ass nigga never left nothing in the paper, how he never, like, everybody who leaves, like, that nigga's a bitch. Like, Deshaun is a bitch. If of all the quarterbacks that we ever had on the fucking, I know people want to be, oh, that nigga's a bitch, dog. Like, and then came in with all the fault. That nigga's he like one of these old modern assholes. They present their representative to you in front, and then you really get to see this bitch ain't shit. Oh God, what the fuck was I thinking? That nigga, Deshaun Watson, is a modern hoe. Probably got it from the one he dating. Anyway, with that being said, where's the crow? The crow will not be here after the show because I'm gonna be right. Texas gonna win. Texas gonna beat that ass, man. Like, mark my motherfucking words. Texas gonna beat that ass. We gonna be here, win, lose, or draw. If we tie, I ain't coming. I ain't showing if we tie. Fuck a tie. But win or lose, we gonna be here. So again, the sauce line will be open. Y'all want to talk your shit? You ain't gotta be a Texas fan to talk. Y'all, some of y'all just be scared. But anyway, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. Get in that thing, you know what I'm saying? Beat me there, don't meet me there. We're finna go ahead and pull that up. We're gonna be watching the game live, talking big shit. If you trust me, if you ain't ever experienced watching a game, one with Wise has a secret connection that nobody in Houston has. Wise gets the games before the plays are even made. Like, Wise knows what D'Amico calling before D'Amico even calling. So shout out to Wise. But if you ain't never watched a game with Wise, you watch one game, by the end of the game, you're gonna be talking like Wise. Before it's all said and over, like, y'all just don't understand. It's the funniest shit. No, it's the funniest fucking shit you can. You've never truly experienced watching a Texans game until you watch it in the Discord or live with Wise. Now, I'm trying to tell you, this the whole round table with Wise, especially because Wise, man, look, you just got to be there to understand. Again, you want to be a part of that saucesports.com/ patreon.com/saucesports. You want to join the Discord, hit that I got 5 on the link, be a part of that. Shout out to everybody already in there. I'm finna slide in there right now. Shout out to everybody who came through. That's so Ravens connection. I'm trying to tell boys why I've been tapped in, man. But if y'all ain't in there, shout out to Herb Gotti. What's the motherfucking deal? Shout out to TD, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that bitch ain't gonna be in. I'd be surprised if Deshaun even shows up to NRG today. If Deshaun actually shows up to the stadium, he's slightly less of a hoe than I consider him. He's like Deshaun, the type of motherfucker. Like, I think like spitting on somebody is the worst thing you could possibly do, like the most disrespectful thing you could do to somebody, like face to face. That's the type of nigga you'd spit on. Like, that's the kind of respect I got for that dude. Like, none, zero, zilch, absolutely negative. Anyway, I'm out. Let's go Texans. Let's go Sauce Nation. Shout out to all y'all, and we might be dripping some extra fresh sauce after the stream. So it is what it is. I'm out. Adios. Heidi's a terrible person.